Hello, sweet friends and crafters. Welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. Today we're going to create it the Craft Cottage way. And we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a tutorial for the first part of my project. Now, I am making a very special project with these dies that I'm going to share with you. And the tutorial needs to be two parts because it's kind of complicated. It's easy, but it's too complicated to do it do it all together. So I decided to do it in two separate videos, and this will give you a head start. If you already have these dies, it'll give you a head start on me so that when I give you the second part after you see my project, you will be ready to go. So let's go ahead and look at the dies that I'm using for this project. So this is a SCRAPDIVA Designs design team project, and go check out Erica's new website. It is really beautiful. I love it better than her old one. And this is the address for her website. I'm going to leave links to the dies that I use below to make it easy for you to shop. Please use Carol 10 at checkout to get 10% off your order. So I'm going to share with you the dies that I've used. I have this one here, which is the mini leaves and bow add-on for the Advent house. So I will let you know that if you bought all the houses, the Advent houses, and this will work with the Slimline heart house. So I used this. This is the Slimline heart house add-on. So this comes with two pieces, a heart in the windows, and I'll show you how I use that. And then of course I do have the Slimline heart house itself right here. And then you can use this right here, which is a spring Easter border. I use this die right here. If you have a punch, you can use that. Or you don't even have to put this on your house. It's up to you. You design the house the way you want to. I'm just going to show you some ideas for that. So I'm going to show you the houses. I do not have the entire project here for you right now. I'm just giving you the first basic tutorial for this. And this is what we are going to be putting together today. This is the Slimline heart house with the add-ons, okay? So this is number one, and you can see I'm back with that blue again. And then this is another way to decorate your house. If you have some type of icicle die, you could also do this as well. I'm going to show you the house done with the dies that I shared with you just now from SCRAPDIVA Designs. So let's go ahead and just put these aside. We're going to pull this up a little bit so you can see in the full frame, and I'm sorry for all the jerk motion here. We'll keep those inside the frame a little bit. Now, I have all my pieces cut out, and you can decide what you want, what paper you want your house to be. So you will need to cut one on designer paper of the basic Slimline heart house. That's this right here, as you can see. All right, and then you're going to cut one on 2mm foam, which you can find at Hobby Lobby. I always try to create dimension in my projects, and I do use foam. As you can see, I love the way this looks. See the dimension that's in that, and that's how I do it. I love dimension in my projects. It makes them come alive. They look 3D. All right, then the next piece you're going to cut is the piece that you're going to put behind your house. Now, your add-on die comes with two pieces. The larger one will give you a little bit of a border around your house. And the one on the inside is the exact same size as this one. So you do not get a border. So I cut the larger one for a border, so that you can see right here that when I put this together, and I'm going to glue it in a minute after I tell you all the things you need to cut. When I put it on here, I have a little border all the way around. And you can see that here, I have a little bit of a border. You see that? And that's what I'm going to do with this one. So the basic Slimline heart house, again with the basic, and then with your add-on, the piece that goes behind, the larger piece. Then you're going to take your, I like to have a little trim on my roof. So what I did was I took this die and I just put it on this paper and just made sure that I cut out the roof. And I hope you could see that, see how I did that. So I just put some paper on top of this so I would get this portion of the roof in here. And that is because I'm going to do this in the tutorial. I'm putting a little bit of a different color roof on there. All right, so that's that piece, you can see. Then I cut my borders. I have 4 pieces of that because I am doing the scalloped border around this one. As you can see, I did not put that on this. That's up to you. This is a suggestion. I'm teaching you this way, but if you don't want to do that, you do not have to. Then you're going to, out of your add-on die, it comes with 4 windows to make it easy for you. You're going to cut 4 windows in a coordinating cardstock, and then cut 4 windows again on 2mm foam. Okay, you're going to cut a heart on 2mm foam, and I see that I do not have my designer paper cut on the heart, but we're going to go over that anyway. Even though I don't have it, we can still do this tutorial. Then you're going to take your this is called the mini leaves and bow add-on for the Advent house. You're going to cut some not cardstock, but glitter. I cut on glitter cardstock some of the leaves and the bows. So I did the larger bows in red, and then I did not cut these, but I will tell you that to create this wreath in the window, I cut the greenery that is together. As you can see right here, that greenery is together, and I placed 3 so that I put 1 across the window and then an X with a bow in the center, and then a little whatever you've got in your stash for pearls or whatever. That's what I did to create this wreath in the window. So there's many ways that you can use this die to decorate your windows. You could make a swag over your windows with it, whatever you want to do. And then I put 1 across here with a bow and that little pearl in the center. So that's how this one was done. Today we are going to do this one, which is like a swag in the window. So you will cut these on this side. So you're going to need 1 each of these larger ones, and then 2 for each window. And there are 4 of this size right here to create the little swag we're putting in the window. So 4 bows, you'll need 1 each for 4 windows, and you'll need all of these in the smaller. So that's what we're doing today. And I think that's it for everything that I cut out. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. And when you see the project that I created, you will understand why I wanted a lot of dimension in it. If you care to make yours flat, by all means, you can do that. And I did go around the outside of this house a little bit with some distress ink. It was brush corduroy distress ink, because this had like a white core that was showing. So I'm going to take this and glue it on top of the 2mm foam that I already have cut out, and you just line it up. And if you see a little bit of white in the back of your windows, don't worry about that, because this takes away from it. When you put it on top, you can't see it. All right, so now we're going to take this piece right here that we just put the foam behind, and we are going to stick it on top of this. All right, and you're gonna just put it on top of here. And if you want to do distress ink before you put it together, you are welcome to do that. I am not. I just did a little bit on the house. So now you see I have the house placed on top. So the next thing I work on is the windows. So we're going to take our little foam window, and we are going to put the designer paper, the coordinating designer paper, on the top. All right, and that's going to go on top of here as such. And you're going to get, I got a little piece of dried glue right there. That's going to go there. But we're going to put all our windows together first. And we are also going to decorate them before we put them on the house. So put that aside and let it dry. All right. You can do these houses the way I'm doing them and mount them on a Slimline card die if you have one in your stash, or you can just cut some cardstock to fit it on. I really like this die. So the project that I'm working on, I really love. I have another idea. I just don't know if I have time. If I have time to do it, we'll have to see for this die. All right, that is window number 4. Just give it a little touch, make sure it lines up, and we'll set it aside. Now here I have all my little greenery cut. Now you would actually have already had this cut out, and you'll put your designer paper on top of this as well. I forgot to do that, and I'm sorry, but that's what you would do next. All right, so we're going to take the larger and longer green piece. We're going to decorate our window now, and I'm going to do this right here. Okay, I'm going to do this type of window treatment. Like I said, there's many different ways that you can decorate this window. I showed you another one that looks like a wreath. And to make this, I'm going to show you what I did. So I put the greenery to the bottom of this. You see that? To get that swag the way I want it to look. And don't worry about the top part, because when we put this on here, it's going to come together, and then the bow helps it as well. So we're going to lay this on top, just like that. I'm going to put it up above that greenery. There we go. And then we're going to take this one, and we'll put a little bit of glue on the bottom here, and a little more up here. And we're going to take it and put it right over the top of the second one we put down. So I'm going to bring this up so you can see it. That's what we have right now. Okay. And then we're going to take the bow, which is this right here. Put a little glue in the back of it. And we're going to place it right up on the top of the window. And I'll show you that in 1 second. And this is what we have. As you can see, it comes over the top of the window just a little bit. And that is the first swag for the first window. And this one we're going to take and put aside. And we're going to go ahead to the second window. They want to stick to my fingers. After I finish this, I'm going to go paint a room in the house here. We are in the middle of some renovations, and this is what my husband said, go ahead and do your video. I said, okay. And then we're going to do some work. All right. And you're going to put this on top like this. And you got it like that. And you're going to take your bow. All right, and you put it at the very tip top of that window with a little bit of the bow sticking up over the top. Because in actuality, that's what it would look like on your window. All right, there's the second one. We'll put that aside and let it dry a little bit while we go to the third one. So you really get to see what I'm doing here. And when you have die cut these, you can tell which ones are the little ones and which ones are the long ones. And you can see the other one I put the glue down first. This one I'm doing the glue on the little greenery. And the reason why I tell you to put it down to the bottom of the window, the first sill thing of the window, is because you want them all to match. They want to all look the same. So you pick a guideline and you stick with it. And then we go to the top like this. I can't wait for you to see my project. It is amazing. But I have to go and work on the second part of it. later. All right, and we're going to do the bow again. We're going to put it to the top just a little bit. Give it a little press, and here we go again. Window number 3. And we're coming to window number 4. I see I have a little bit of glitter on here from something else. I want to take it off. There we go. There we go. So we need, here's the long one, and there's 2 short ones. Go down to the bottom of that first window pane, right there. And we're going to do the 2 short ones now. Then number 2. This tool that I'm using here is actually a tool that we use in ceramics to clean our greenware. I've had some of those for a while. I used to do ceramics. I had so many craft interests throughout my life. In case you're wondering what that is. All right, and the last one on the 4th window, the little bow. It's kind of nice to have like an extra tool to help you put this in place. Okay, there's my 4 windows. All right, but I'm going to let them dry a little bit, and we're going to do the roof. And I forgot my scissors to cut this. So give me, oh, here's my piece. Here's my piece for my heart. So let me get that, yay. All right. Make sure you got the front of your foam because it curls a certain way. So I decided to do my heart on my house in a gold. So you're going to line it up and then glue it on top. Okay, I have it glued on top of there. And right now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on top of the house because I'm going to glue a little bit of a swag on top of there as well. So you center it over the top of that. All right, and then you're going to take this piece right here and you're going to put it on the top. And then you're going to take a bow, one of these bows, and you're going to put it on top of that. All right, and I noticed I don't have a bow, so that will be done later. Let me go grab scissors really quick. right, sorry about that, but I want to show you what to do with this. Okay, so you want to cut this off. So not all the way up. You want to guesstimate where the center of this is. So I'm going to go about this much right here to the top, and then I'm going to flip it over or go over to the other side, and I'm going to cut to that. All right, and I might have to do a little snip. I didn't go far enough up, and you can see that I just made the rooftop right there. That's what you're going to do, and that's going to get added right to there. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the smaller piece, so it's going to go right on top of the original Slimline heart house, just like that. So you're still going to have the background piece that is going to show the little bit in the back, if that's how you use this. Okay, now we're going to put our windows on. Line them up. Okay, that's the first window. Now on the center of the little bow that you put on the swag, you can put a little diamond dot if you want to. I have done different things. I have a little like a flower snowflake looking type of embellishment that I had got from Michael's a long time ago that I put in the center of here. As you can see here, that's what I put in the center of the bow there. In this one, I did the little diamond dot right there. You can get those at Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. Okay. We're going to go to window number 3. You're going to center it. You want to center it so that you can't see any red behind. Okay, and I got one more. Okay, I have my 4 windows on. The next we're going to do is we're going to put this lace border on, and that is optional. I'm just showing you this for this tutorial purposes, so that when you see my finished product, you'll know this is what we did. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off at this right here. We're going to put some glue down there. Line it up. All right, that's one side. Make make sure it's even. I'm going to push it down a little bit. Now, as you can see in this one, I did use diamond dots. You can do that as well. For this one, I could put red or green diamond dots. And I'm just showing you that. That's up to you if you want to do that or not. Let's see. I'm going to go this way. All I have to do is cut this much off. And I like to round it off a little bit so it doesn't look like I just chopped it. It looks like it's supposed to be that way. Okay. And I'm going by what I have on this side so that the sides match. And now we're going to do the roof top. So I'm going to cut this little piece off here. I'm going to lay it on the roof. And then I'm going to have to do a little corner like this. So see how much better that looks. And then we're going to go to the top. And I'm going to cut it off right here. And we leave a little bit on there so that we can put this side on. So I want to cut this way and then this way. So that'll come up to this portion of the house. And I could go over the top. So let's see here. All right, I'm going to cut right here. And then we may have to round it to put it in there just so it looks good. So I will push it behind here. All right, and it doesn't look too bad like that, so I am going to leave it. It just worked out perfect that way, the way I chopped it. Sometimes you've got to round this out a little bit, but it came out pretty good. And I see I hit this a little bit. So don't forget to put your bow on top of there and your little diamond dot. And let me see. If you want to put a piece down here like this, you can do so. I thought I would have enough to put mine here, but it doesn't look like these extra pieces are big enough. So I will be cutting a piece to go down there as well. That's the last thing you need to do. All right. So that is the tutorial for the house. These are just some ideas of how you can decorate your house, and you can have, make whatever you want to with the dies that I showed you. And I also wanted to show you also that you could use these little candy canes to also decorate your house. And all you have to do is just clip these off. And you just glue these on. This is really cute as well. Put the little candy canes on the house. Cute, right? Make sure I got that. Oops, that stuck to my finger. All right, so when I come back with the finished project, this will have a little bow here, and it'll have the bottom of the house. All right, so thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope that this was helpful and that you get busy making your little house for when I come back with the second portion of this tutorial and my project share, which you're surely going to want to make. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for when I have more videos. Until next time, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.